Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. It's a Grizzlies home game. The fans around us amped up here in the FedEx Forum. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Jaren Jackson.
Well, he's a fearsome defensive presence in the paint, a shot-blocking machine, and the intensity, the effort that he brings night in and night out is such a huge asset for his team.
And here's another thing I've noticed. Sometimes at the defensive end, he'll come out of nowhere to make a play on the ball, blocking a shot from behind when the shooter had no idea he was there.
You look at San Antonio, a great start to the season for them, notching 3 wins to tip it off.
For the Spurs, they've been off to a great start. They've stacked up the wins here in the early going, and the momentum is very positive as they move forward.
And no surprise there, Clark. We knew they were going to be a team to watch, and they've absolutely shown it here with the way they've played.
Here's Roberts. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. 4 on the shot clock. And Jackson with the block. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Bang! And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Jones off a pick from Roberts. Jones drives in. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
He really made that mismatch pay off. A defender giving up that much size isn't going to be able to put up much resistance near the basket.
San Antonio shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. You look at the numbers, impressive.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Williams for 3, and that one's good.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup. Their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Thanks for the report, Doris. Steve, Clark, your thoughts on their defensive focus here?
Well, it's the right strategy, Kevin, because you have to play to your strengths as a team. You can't get away from who you are.
And that's right, Steve. Their strength is certainly what they do defensively. They can rattle folks.
So it's the Grizzlies now after the miss from Roberts. Gets it to go.
The offensive execution really well done. They got the ball in tight for the high percentage shot.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Sohan.
Most of the time that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Sohan. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Boston.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
So it's the Grizzlies now, following the 3 from Sohan.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Roberts. Gets the bucket.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Memphis trailing here. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
And the season series between these teams, 4 games in all, starting today, it's going to go a long way toward determining how this division shakes out by the end of the year.
Now here's Williams, coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
The shot's good from Embiid. And guys, even though there's not a lot of history between these two teams, there still is at least a little bit of a rivalry between these divisional foes.
And, when you see an opponent as much as they do each season, there's always that possibility that the rivalry becomes bigger in any given year.
It sure makes it more fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, a lot more fun for the players and us.
Memphis shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That one is no good. The Spurs have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. To the inside, Vassell. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist, and we're seeing great offensive movement.
Here's Roberts, averaging 34 points per contest. Stolen by Len. Morant, defended by Sohan. It's 2-on-1. And he lobs it up.
So a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Well, games so often come down to free throws, and when that's the case, these are the players you want at the line. The best free throw shooting two guards in the NBA. Look at the Prophet, one of the league's best, third in free throw percentage.
Well, we've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the two-guard spot, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
Yeah, that's right, because all they have done up there is convert their chances. That's it, plain and simple. These are the steadiest hands you're going to find, not just at their position, but in the league overall.
San Antonio with the ball. After the miss from Williams, Roberts, guarded by Jackson. And Roberts kicks to Jones. Oh, trying for it. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at San Antonio. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, Memphis. They're back in the 8th position.
When I look at San Antonio, they've really wasted no time. I mean, they've already shown themselves to be in mid-season form, and you expect that from a team of this caliber.
Yeah, they're a team to be reckoned with, among the very best the league has to offer, and they know it. They play with a lot of confidence.
Now here's Jackson. After the miss from Williams. Offensive rebound. Here's Roberts to the paint. Pass to Sohan. Dishes to Roberts. Sohan. The pass to Wembanyama. A three ball. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Well played right there.
Here's Roberts. Another shot. They shoot again. The shot's good from Wembanyama. 9 points in the game so far.
You know, he's really adept at keeping possessions alive by hitting the boards and cashing in on some of those putbacks.
And we'd be remiss if we didn't also mention his supreme shot blocking. And he doesn't do it softly. He comes up with emphatic denials.
That's good.
Having much more success here in the second. After missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
And for San Antonio. And so it's San Antonio with it. Roberts passes to Wembanyama. And it's Memphis on the break. And for Memphis, good. And now it's just a 4-point San Antonio lead.
Boy, such outstanding pace.
Oh,
how about that basketball, man?
Beautiful.
Wow.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Hey, guys, the Prophet in their last game against the Celtics really lit it up from the floor. He ended with 47 points and had active hands on the defensive side of things as well, coming up with some key steals. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was truly incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. He really didn't need much support at all.
But they shouldn't count on that type of performance again tonight, Clark. I mean, his teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of a load.
It's Wembanyama. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. He's got 13.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
No, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out on the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Sohan passes to Roberts. Stolen by Jackson. The 8-footer. Tries again. Bang. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's Roberts. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, last game he turned in a really nice performance at the charity stripe.
Yeah, it really stands out when you look back at the numbers from that.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
So it's San Antonio now after the missed 3 from Jackson.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Morant defended by Jones. It's stolen by Jones. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Jackson a screen on Jones. Outside Williams. Jackson up top. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
Stolen by Jackson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Great job. Take it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
Memphis. There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game. Jackson with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Minnesota.
And he gave great effort defensively as well, including a couple of blocked shots.
Pass to Smart. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Sohan. Suleiman's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Barlow. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Looking at Memphis, they took the win in their last game against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, it looked like a mismatch to me.
Here's Jackson. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Here's Roberts. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
So far in the game for the Prophet, 9 points and 4 assists. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
Yeah, it's really been something, Clark. The energy that he's brought. He's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and first guy back defensively as well.
The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Outside Jackson. Takes it from 10. That one off the back iron and out.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Roberts dishes to Johnson. The feed to Roberts. 19 seconds left in the first half. Gets it to go. 17 points in the game.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Williams kicks to Smart. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. 7 seconds left in the second quarter. Lets the 3 fly. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Spurs out in front. They're up by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Today's a day to honor our nation's heroes. It's Veterans Day, and this is the NBA Halftime Report. San Antonio on top against Memphis. They haven't settled on tough shots. They're taking it strong inside. They're getting quality shots and a lot of quantity of those quality shots. The Prophet making his presence felt early. At the break, 11 points, and has looked very good defensively, playing hard-nosed ball out there. There's no quitting the Grizzlies. They came to win. They're languishing at 500 here in the early going. They're looking to push into that win column. That will be all for us. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. It's been a clinic so far from Memphis.
That'll be important to see, if they can slow him down in the second half here, because so far they have had no answer for him down on the block.
Well, you got to mix up the looks you give him. Bump him out some, front him, play behind, double team him. But right now, he looks unstoppable in the paint.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Spurs. Roberts. He's in a shooting mode. He's out there with Jones, and it's Anthony in at the 3-set.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
And Vanilla, the pass to Anthony. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Catalog's got 5 now.
This is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Back to Jackson. Payne defended by Roberts. 6 to shoot. Williams for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Right around a minute and a half play here in the third quarter. Takes a 3. Williams with another miss.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Here's Roberts. And he converts the layup. And now a 7-point Spurs lead.
Yeah, and he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty. The way he can blast his way straight through traffic. He's really strong.
And something else that comes to mind with him is how many guys he's given the poster treatment to. I mean, flying high to power one down while the defender stands there looking for mercy.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. That free throw good from Roberts. Johnson, he's checked in for Gaudelin. Both free throws good from Roberts.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Here's Jackson. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Payne. Rebounded by the Spurs. Roberts got his 6th rebound on the night. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Some good games going on, and that Phoenix game especially has caught my
eye. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Morant defended by Jones. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Well, we can't say enough about the passing of this group lately. The leading setup men among the league's 2 guards over the past 10 games. Look at the Prophet, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Well, when he's on the court, it's like having a second point guard out there. In fact, I would say his passing ability may be better than some of the actual point guards around this league.
And Steve, it's almost hard to categorize him strictly as a shooting guard because he does handle so many of their passing duties. It doesn't matter what we call him, though. The guy's got game.
Payne, defended by Jones. Williams kicks to Jackson. They need this. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Here's Roberts.
It's his 4th foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
The Spurs have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. The Spurs making a switch here. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Now a timeout called by Memphis. The Prophet really making a difference here.
He's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Payne. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And here are the Spurs. They're on a 14-2 run here. Sohan passes to Roberts. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Trent, defended by Roberts. Gets a very good look and converts. He's got 9.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
It's still early on in this new basketball season for San Antonio, and here's where they sit in the NBA rankings. 1st in shooting percentage, 1st in free throw shooting, and they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
Here's the screen. Payne. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Here's Sissoko, and the layup is good. And the Spurs lead by 15.
So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets.
Pass to Jackson. Backing in from down low, and the layup is good. San Antonio leading by 13. Here's Roberts. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball, really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Feeds it to Jackson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And how about the touch they've displayed from long range, guys? I mean, as a team, they are really shooting the ball well and executing from the perimeter.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Smart's checked in. Offensive rebound. Roberts. Passes to Sohan. Spurs passing it around. And another shot. Roberts tries again. He lays it in. Roberts got 18 points just in the second half.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
And a quick look now at how San Antonio's schedule is shaping up. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
And, you know, for the Pacers, that's a game that they would really like to win.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Haywood's checked in. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That's his first foul. The Spurs making a switch here. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Here's what Memphis has lined up on their schedule. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That's out. There's a screen. He dishes it to Roberts. Makes the lead pass. And good on the basket. Book it. And the Spurs lead by 18.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done. Now, he thought he could knock that one down, but the defense was really all over him.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. .107 left in the third. He feeds it to Haywood. The dish to Smart. The tray. Count that one. Smart's got 6.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Here's Roberts. He has 29. Can't connect from short range.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Smart with the ball. Now guarded by Roberts. Rebound, San Antonio. Suleiman's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point. They've been so efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID'd the edge they had inside, they just continued to attack it.
Now, here is Haywood. He's guarded closely. He kicks to Jackson. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, he gave the officials no choice there. Easy call. Went right over the top.
Yeah, he's got to go straight up when he's under the boards in that kind of traffic. Can't chest first into the man in front of you. That's a foul.
Both shots good from the stripe. No good. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Spurs lead by 15. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And if they continue to shoot well from the free throw line like they are, their lead is going to be pretty steady here.
That's not an overstatement. They've literally not missed a single foul shot this half.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Grizzlies trail by 17 on the floor for San Antonio. Back to Jackson. Right side Jackson. Outside Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. That one wide left.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Outside for Jackson. The offensive rebound. Second chance shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Shooting for Memphis.
No good on that one. And Memphis making a change here. And he sinks the second. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
Oh, man, that was unreal. Mark it up. They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
The Grizzlies trail by 20. Morant defended by Jones. Here's Morant. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Roberts. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Roberts. Shooting
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Kicks to Jackson. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
San Antonio leading by 17. Now the pass to Wembanyama. Dishes it to Roberts. Shoots from the elbow. He passes to Sohat. And there's the feed to Roberts. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Outside Jackson. This one for three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Defensively, they're really scattered right now, giving up so many open looks from the three-point line.
Yeah, they're splashing them. Their last 3 buckets have all come from behind the arc. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jackson. Morant defended by Jones. Jackson gets the bucket.
Yeah, beautiful drive there, going right around the bigger man.
San Antonio leading by 14. Here's Roberts. Passes it to Sohan. Wide open look. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Nice kick out after the defense had collapsed on it.
They set the pick. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Roberts pass.
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man.
What a throwdown there. Man. Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill jam.
Yeah, rim shaker and Steve a wrist breaker.
Outrageous, man.
Bean. And it's Memphis with another.
Yeah, he's a bomber. I mean, that's what I love about him. He's as good a three-point shooter as you'll see. And, of course, has the green light to let it fly anytime he wants.
And Steve, he's earned a nickname that's familiar to anybody that's followed basketball, the microwave. There's no slow build-up with him. All he needs is one shot to go down, and it can set him off, turn him into a real scoring machine. He cooks with gas, not electricity.
Roberts dishes to Jones. Shot clock at 5. Offensive rebound. Wembanyama. And he banks in the layup. He's got 27.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yeah, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here. Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Jackson, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Plans checked in for Jackson. Both free throws good from Wembanyama. The Grizzlies trail by 18. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Spurs have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. A nice shot by Roberts.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Memphis has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Morant, defended by Jones. Misfires after coming off the pick. Spurs leading by 17. Sohan passes to Roberts. Pass out. Len grabs the board.
Difficult shot from mid-range, and the defense was all over him.
Boy, I like the close out there, Steve. Well done.
Bean. It's rebounded by Roberts. The Spurs shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Deflected. Williams with the steal. They're running on the wing, Williams. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Shooting for Memphis. 2 shots. First one falls for him. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game of basketball they play.
That's good from Roberts.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Back to Williams. Williams missing again. Spurs leading by 19. Here's Roberts. Kicks it out to Jones. Feeds to Roberts. And there's the pass to Wembanyama. And that one's good. He's got 31.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the winding now, Steve.
Jackson a screen on Jones. Here's Morant. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to tack on another.
Really, they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. And the way they did it in the first half, I think they've got to get back to trying that. It worked for them then. It should work for them now.
Here's Roberts. Pass to Collins. Spurs working the ball around now. He dishes it to Roberts. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. No good. And it's Memphis the other way. There's the triple. Rebound San Antonio. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. He feeds it to Gautel. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. The Grizzlies making a switch here. And Roberts kicks to Collins. Nice D from Len.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Now the dish to Haywood from past the arc. But they recover it. Goes back up. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yeah, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
24 seconds.
Here's Roberts. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, the Prophet.
I'm always flexing. Isip pinamay, mula sa kagswito da, bugo man di ay. Di mi kasabay, mura sa kaginsada, wa kaya ngay. Samog kay kagnaw, samog katanaw. Pag inamaw, storya rang galabaw. Isip pinamay, mura kagsikinsada, wa kaya ngay.
You were selected as the Jordan Player of the Game. Any comment on that honor?
Yeah, it's always nice to be recognized for your efforts out there. But while individual accolades like that are great, it really doesn't mean much if your team doesn't get the win. I'm proud of how we were able to come out and be the aggressor in this one, and we really played to our strengths. Building off of that and getting better as a team mean more to me than being named player of the game, as humbling an award as it may be. So thanks, but mostly I'm just happy about the W.